Well, that was a great team victory tonight. I thought everybody played extremely hard and gave a great Kentucky effort, and we talked about that before the game. We had a great respect for our opponent coming into this game. We knew they were a high-powered offense and could give us a lot of trouble, and we just wanted to come out and give a great effort. And we were especially excited because of the crowd tonight, the record-setting crowd, and we want to thank each and every person that bought a ticket and made the effort to come out here tonight. It was a great, great night in Rupp Arena, and I'm really proud that our players responded to the challenge.
Matthew, when you came out tonight and you had the big lead, you wanted to keep the pedal to the metal, but then they made a run of 14-3. Were you at all concerned for the rest of the game?
Well, I think sometimes what happens when you make the big opening run, there's a tendency to relax, and there's just so much basketball left. And I was very concerned. We were getting a lot of our offense was in transition, and it was out of our defense, and I didn't think we were particularly setting up great and just running offense. So I thought it was very important that we try to answer that run, because that was a big run for them to get back within striking distance if we didn't really tighten up a little bit. So I thought our defense responded. I thought when they made that run, we were a little tired. We were able to substitute some people to bring the intensity back and weather that good run that DePaul made there in the first half.
Were you surprised by that run, how you guys came out?
Yeah. As a coach, when you're preparing against a quality team, and I think DePaul will play some very good games this year, and I think they will still be an NCAA tournament team. As a coach, at least the way that I approach the game, I'm not thinking about that kind of run to begin the game. So that's not what I was expecting. I was excited to see it, because I think when we play with great energy and we are on the offensive boards the way we were early in the game, that showed you that we were ready to play. And I was very excited to see that opening run, because we were prepared to slug it out tonight with a really, really tough opponent, and that was a great, great opening run. Way to open the game and get the crowd into it early.
Danisha had some pretty good statistical games early in the season, but you always seem to be kind of looking for more out of her. Was tonight kind of proof of what you were saying all along?
I think she's been, over the last 4 games, getting better every game. And she really bailed us out in the Louisville game when there were some people that weren't playing with great effort and energy. And so she was big on Sunday. And she was very big tonight. Started the game with great energy, got a big offensive board early in the game, and I think our first bucket that way. And I think she just continues to get better and better, and that's a great sign for our basketball team.
Coach, talk a little bit about that second half. I mean, at a time, I guess, when you can be worried about a letdown, especially when you're up by 18. I mean, they poured it on in the second half.
Well, going into halftime, you're happy up 18 against a good team like that, but the opening run was really, really tough. But then I thought DePaul really got their footing, and I didn't think 18 was a real big lead against that team. I just have so much respect for their players, and especially their ability to shoot the ball. So if you come out at all with any type of lack of intensity, and they make a couple threes or have another 14-3 run, they're right back there. So I was very concerned at halftime, because again, I didn't feel great about how we were executing in the half court. So I just encouraged them to come out and win that first 4 minutes. And I can't remember what it was, but it was a 3 or 4 point victory in that first 4 minute segment. And then the next 4 minute segment was a 2 point victory, and that sort of kind of settled us down, I thought, and then we were able to break it open. But I was very concerned at halftime because of the respect I had for our opponent.
When you have a crowd like that and a start like that and a game like that, does it make you think about moving more games down here?
Not really. It makes me happy that we took advantage of our one opportunity. All sorts of things go through my head on this kind of day. the big thing on my mind today was these people had made such a great effort to come out here and support us. And you just want them to be honored with your effort. And you want it to mean something, because a lot of people, that'll be the only time they come watch us this year. And so I just wanted us to play well, and I was so happy that we did that. But it's a great venue, especially when we can get that kind of crowd. And we'll just see what the future holds. But I think that Memorial is a great, great home court for us. It's a great facility. It has a great feel. And we're grateful for the opportunity to come down here once a year right now. And I really want to thank the fans for responding and coming out tonight. It was outstanding.
You talked before about filling the point guard role. How do you think that went tonight?
I thought it was good in spots. What happens right now with us is our point guards, when they're fresh, have some intensity about them, and when they're not fresh, they don't. And it's like the game. The margin was pretty big at one point in time, and Jennifer O'Neill is not playing defense the way that we want it to be played. So 4 kids were really, really hustling, and Jen's just sort of, compared to those 4, relaxed. And so I think that it's still a work in progress. I was so happy that Jennifer came out aggressive on offense. That's her strength right now. That is her strength. She needs to play to her strength. And they went underneath a couple of ball screens, and she made them pay. And that is very critical for us to get going and feeling good about ourselves offensively. So I'm happy with that. I just need a little more toughness at that position. And I'm sure they're going to work on it, and I'm sure we'll get there. But it was a great win tonight. But the point guard position is one that still needs to develop.
2 more questions. Keela first.
Can you talk about your post play and how important Maury and Danisha are and how big they played tonight?
I thought they played well together. I thought it was probably their best effort as a tandem tonight, the most consistent that they've been together. And that shows you against a very good opponent, and DePauls a very good team. I thought that their ability to play with some energy and athleticism and finish around the rim was really good. So they need to be weapons for us. That needs to be one of the toughest post tandems in the country. And for us to realize our potential, we need some more games like that. But I was really pleased with our post effort tonight, especially out of the 2 starters.
Rebounding. You had 3 girls. Well, you had 1 that needed 1 more rebound for a double-double. Mm-hmm. Did you keep Audie in there late trying to get that double-double?
I had no idea that was going on. We put on the board tonight, one of the huge keys of the game was rebounding on the boards. We needed to have great energy and attack the backboard tonight with 2 hands on both ends, and they did a great job of that. The rebounding stats we felt like would be very critical to our success, to the victory tonight, and I thought we did an excellent job on the boards.
How important is it to take some momentum against Middle Tennessee, a team that you've kind of historically had trouble with the last 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, we really have, and I think that a benefit that Middle Tennessee has is they've played us before, and they now I think it's been 4 straight years, or maybe 5 straight years, counting postseason. We've played Middle Tennessee, and they do a really good job of trying to control tempo and trying to make sure that our press doesn't hurt them, and they've had some success with that at times. When we've had success, our press has been able to be a factor in the game. So this is a tough turnaround for our team. This is a great win tonight against a very good opponent, a great crowd, but this is a tough weekend. We have to keep our feet on the ground here and come back tomorrow with some great preparation and get ready to finish off a great weekend. If we could find some way to beat Middle Tennessee, this would be a great, great 3-game stretch for us. And I'm going to really encourage the players to come out with a great effort on Sunday.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.